As far as construction, I think the biggest issue ahead is basically tripling the workload of the pitchers. You're basically multiplying their innings by three, and so I think when it comes to the construction of that, understanding that historically it's never been done, and so you can predict things, you can try to think ahead, but at the end of the day, I think like that's going to be the biggest challenge going forward is the amount of quality innings and keeping these guys healthy.
Hi, Jayce. Were you leaning towards carrying three catchers even before this injury to Austin Nola to start the regular season?
Yeah, we were open to it for sure. We were definitely open. When I say we've got like open competition at a lot of those spots, I know it seems to be on paper where some spots are probably filled, but yeah, we're open to carrying three catchers going forward. Absolutely.
And what do you think from Campusano so far this spring?
I think he's getting better defensively. I think he's, obviously with Nola going down, he's going to, catch more innings, an opportunity to get some game experience with some guys that maybe Nola was going to get, early. So far he's taken advantage of that. And I love watching him in the batter's box.
I know a couple of weeks ago, Pham said he was at 80% himself. What sort of progression are you seeing from him really over the course of the past week or so?
I feel like he's getting closer and closer, each day. His decision making is getting better. He looks slower in the box, and I mean that as a good thing. It looks like he's buying more time to see the ball, and then when he makes a move, I'm seeing the ball, go forward instead of fouled back or swung through. So I would say step by step, each day has been a little bit better, which is exactly what you want to see as you're building up for the opening series.
I just wonder how much you enjoy seeing kind of the bench competition. Basically, everyone involved in that has had some really high points, and guys seem to be heating up.
Yeah, Mateo continues to impress. Obviously, O'Grady had the great day yesterday, and he's put together a couple good days. And for all the guys that have been coming in off the bench, I don't want to shortchange anyone, but the last week I think Floryman's played extremely well, both defensively and offensively, and you see some of the young guys coming in off the bench, doing really good things. So that's what we want to see. That's you want your starters playing well. You want them getting going into the season. You want more so your 6-year free agent types or guys that maybe you had on target to go to AAA or the offsite. You want to see them playing well, and then you want to see your young prospects come up and gain experience. And all three of those phases right now for the last couple of days have been playing really well, and it's nice to see.
Can I follow up on Marty's question also regarding Campusano? You mentioned that the defense is improving. Can you be a little bit more specific on maybe a couple things that he's really been working on and that you've seen improvement on?
I think the toughest thing is just knowing as many pitchers as possible. So he's pretty comfortable in general with the guys that he's had experience catching in the past, whether that was during the bullpens last year, during the season, or the off-site program. He's got a lot of history with those guys. So some of the guys that are new to the organization and he's having to learn, he's quickly picking their tendencies and how they want to throw the ball, and then game planning and being able to execute that. So that's probably been the biggest challenge so far.
Got it. Okay. And as far as the mechanics, the receiving, the blocking, the throwing, all that kind of stuff, pretty solid. Always working on it, but
yeah,
major league ready.
I think solid in all those phases, from the framing to the throwing to the blocking. I think solid, and he's got a chance to grow in all those things. And that's what Rod and the catching guys are doing. They're doing their receiving program, they're throwing, they're blocking, and doing all those things.